What's up, fellow anglers, and welcome back to the channel. Your fishing buddy here, ready to dive deep into the conditions for what promises to be an intriguing day on the water. Today, my friends, we're talking about Friday, November 7th, 2025, across our beloved United Kingdom. And let me tell you, this day is shaping up to be quite special. We've got a mix of conditions that could lead to some truly memorable catches if you know where to look and what to throw. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have all the insider tips to outsmart our finned friends, from understanding the subtle shifts in pressure to the best baits for those hungry predators. Now, let's talk tactics and the species that are likely to be biting. Based on the current forecasts and general fish behavior for early November, here are a few you absolutely should be targeting. First up, the mighty pike. My friends, early November is absolutely prime time for these freshwater apex predators as they actively feed up for winter. You'll want to focus on deeper margins, especially where there are sharp drop-offs, submerged snags, or the remaining patches of weed beds that are starting to thin out. River bends, deep pools, and the edges of deeper channels in lakes are also hot spots where they'll ambush baitfish moving to more stable, deeper water. For tackle, a medium to heavy spinning or bait casting setup is essential. Your best bet will be medium to large lures like jerkbaits or spinnerbaits, worked at a moderate, erratic pace. If deadbaiting is more your style, a sea deadbait like mackerel or sardine, or a freshwater roach ledgered near those drop-offs will be irresistible. Don't be shy with bait size, these fish are looking to pack on weight for winter. Next, let's turn our attention to the feisty perch. These striped warriors are usually quite active in November, and with water temperatures steadily dropping, you'll find them starting to shoal up in deeper sections of larger lakes and slow-moving rivers. Look for them around submerged structures like old sunken trees, bridge pillars, or even deeper marginal reed beds. Again, it's all about finding those baitfish concentrations and ambush points. A light to medium spinning rod with small to medium lures, such as soft plastics on a jig head or small crankbaits, can be incredibly effective. Perch love to hit lures with aggressive strikes, especially during brief lulls in the weather. Vertical jigging in deeper holes can also produce excellent results. And for those of you who enjoy a more traditional approach, the humble roach, while they might be a bit more capricious, they're definitely still catchable. Roach will be shoaling tightly and seeking deeper, more comfortable water, but they will still be actively feeding. Focus on deeper sections of canals, slow-moving rivers, and larger lakes, particularly in areas with a stable bottom and perhaps some silty patches where natural food gathers. For tackle, a fine float fishing setup or a light feeder rod is ideal. Small hooks, sizes 18 to 20, with baits like red maggots, casters, or a tiny piece of bread punch, presented delicately, will get their attention. Ground baiting lightly with a dark, low-feed mix can help hold a shoal in your swim. Now let's break down the conditions and understand why the fish will be behaving the way they are. Weather for the 7th of November. We're looking at generally mild air temperatures for this time of year, hovering between 7 and 14 degrees Celsius, which is around 44 to 57 degrees Fahrenheit across England. This is quite mild for November across the UK. However, don't let the mild air fool you. We are expecting light rain during the day and night, with a 25 to 35% chance of precipitation. Atmospheric pressure is likely to be low and unsettled, generally around 995 to 1001 hectopascals. Wind will be from the southwest at around 9 to 12 miles per hour. This combination of low, stable pressure, mild temperatures, and light rain suggests that fish might seek deeper, more stable water or hug close to cover to escape any turbulence. However, the mild temperatures should keep overall activity reasonable. Water temperature. In early November, UK water temperatures are typically on a downward trend. Coastal waters might still be around 12 to 15 degrees Celsius or 54 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit, gradually decreasing. In freshwater lakes and rivers, temperatures will be slightly cooler, likely hovering around 6 to 10 degrees Celsius or 43 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and will also be falling. This cooling water triggers a pre-winter feeding response in many species as they try to bulk up before the coldest months. While some fish will move deeper to find more stable temperatures, predators will be actively hunting. Moon phase. On the 7th of November 2025, we'll be under a waning gibbous moon. This means the moon is still quite illuminated, around 89 to 97%, and is gradually getting smaller. It's about 17 days old. Many anglers swear by the idea that fishing is better around a strong moon phase. While a bright moon can sometimes make nocturnal feeding more active, potentially reducing daytime bites for some species, the increased gravitational pull can also stimulate fish movement and feeding activity. Overall, the energetic feel of a waning gibbous moon is often seen as a positive for fishing, especially around moonrise and moonset, so keep an eye on those periods for potential feeding windows. Overall fish activity, early November, sees a transition. Many summer species are now gone or less active, while winter residents and active predators come to the fore. Sea fish are definitely grouping up and adding weight, making them a good target if you can brave the conditions. Freshwater predators like pike and perch are in their prime feeding periods. Roach and other coarse fish will be shoaling, often seeking deeper, more comfortable water, but still actively feeding. The mild air temperatures for November should keep overall activity reasonable despite the low pressure and wind, but fish will be more concentrated in their preferred holding areas. Considering all these factors, the mild yet unsettled weather with low pressure, light rain, falling but still reasonable water temperatures, and a strong waning gibbous moon, my overall assessment for fishing on the 7th of November 2025 is capricious to good. The cooling water and unsettled low-pressure weather mean fish will be active but potentially finicky. Predatory species like pike and larger perch should be feeding well as they prepare for winter. Coarse fish like roach will be shoaling tightly and seeking deeper, warmer water. Patience, careful bait presentation, and adapting to the conditions will be your greatest assets. Look for those brief windows of increased activity, especially during lulls in the rain or slight pressure changes. So there you have it, my fellow anglers. Get out there, enjoy the challenge, and may your lines be tight. I wish you all, as always, nil desperandum, or as we say in fishing, tight lines and screaming reels. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this forecast helpful, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments below. What are your plans for this Friday? What's your go-to bait in early November? Share your experiences, friends, and let's build this community together. Until next time, stay safe and keep those hooks sharp.